day couldn't get any worse because I woke up sick. I have a headache. I felt nauseous. And I've come close to puking a couple times today. As if it couldn't get worse. I recorded this video already. And for some reason, the file decided to be corrupt after recording, which is fantastic. So that means I gotta do it again. So anyway, you're probably here because you want to do the Alfa Romeo street scene build, which is what we're doing today. Not gonna lie, excuse me, it probably won't be my best performance as a driver, as a commentator, or as a video presenter in this case, or an editor. Not that I do much editing anyway to my videos. They're kind of just one take usually. Reason for making this is some of you guys, my returning audience, remembers a while back, me and a couple buddies were making a 5M server before things went south and none of us like each other anymore, and there's a whole bunch of beef there. But the beef came after the server went under for other reasons that I will not state. I had one of my personal cars in there that I was the only one with, was an Alfa Romeo Giulia, but it was the performance version. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I downloaded that, but I have not played it yet. I don't think it was this one. It was the one with the crazy ass spoiler. Is it the Quattrofoglio GTA? Is it this one? Yes! The GTA M. It was one of these. Crazy looking. It was black. The way I did it up, it was black with yellow underglow and some yellow accents on it. No stripe, of course, but it had yellow mirrors, yellow license plates, yellow side skirts, stuff like that. It was cool. It was a cool car. I was like, man, I kind of missed that thing. So I made this one day. And of course, you can't put the GTA stuff like the spoiler and the wheels and the splitter and all that. But I was like, I'll paint this thing black and I'll put some yellow accents. So I put the yellow mirrors and the yellow splitter, yellow on the sides, yellow in the back near the exhaust. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna throw a stripe on it. I feel like the stripe isn't the best look. I might take it off, but for now it's on it. And so that's kind of why I did this car. So getting into today's video, I'm going to start by doing a race, showing you guys kind of what it can do, then heading on over to the festival, giving you guys the build and tune. And mind you, I don't know why I always do this race right here, but I always overshoot this corner and miss it and go in the dirt. And I do the same on this corner here. It's probably going to happen again. So the purpose for this first part is to kind of show you guys, pretty much like I said, show you guys what the car can do, show you how it drives to the best of my ability while being sick. I feel nauseous right now, and just watching the screen while I do a bunch of crazy driving is making it so much worse. That's kind of where I am right now. But I'm here for you guys. I'm here for the audience. Gotta pull through, I gotta record 2 videos today, because I haven't even recorded the second video, which we're making the blue Porsche 911 Well, it's already built. I just have to record it. I did the blue Porsche 911 from Fast 5. That was in the movie for probably about like 5 minutes. And yeah, we're making that. That video comes out on the 22nd of this month, and this one comes out on the 18th. At the time of recording this, it is the 16th of January 2025, I should say. Here we go. So, really, this race, I might not win it, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, just kind of pay attention to how the car handles. Just watch the car, not really what the other cars are doing. Watch the Alpha. That's what you need to be doing. And I guess I should explain that this car is an S1 class car. And my reasoning for that is because even with all the upgrades, this thing goes like an okay. You know what? I didn't overshoot that. Barely. 2-tire roll. The 2-tire roll. We're clean. I did barely overshoot that corner though. Which honestly, that's better than how I do most of the time. But back to what I was saying about this car being S1. Why did I brake there? I probably could have just floored it straight through that. So yeah, it's... but I still overshot that one. Hold on, before I get into that, this car is very stable when you slide it. As you can see in this corner here. That's more of a curve, it's not really a corner. Probably would have been more stable if it would have downshifted a second, but honestly, yeah, this car handles very nice. It's very sturdy, very stable in the corners. Even when sliding, very stable. But yeah, so this car is top of S1 class, and the reasoning for that is because even if you put all the upgrades on it, it's bottom of S2. And that's problematic because if you do that, and you take this into online racing, all the other S2 cars that are top of S2 are going to completely mop you. And you don't want that. Which is why in most cases I would rather build a car that is top of S1 so I can mop all the other S1 cars instead of just getting completely obliterated by all the S2 cars. Hopefully my driving there, minus me just smacking that guardrail, but my driving during the race was good enough for you guys to get an idea of how the car sort of handles. And yeah, so let's get straight into the build. And if you guys are listening, there is an engine swap. We put in the Ferrari V8, which in my personal opinion during that like race and driving it around, even in the previous take I brought it up, I think sounds almost like an F1 car, which is really cool. The tone is like a little deeper and a little more raspy than an F1 car, but close enough, really. Sounds cool. And so yeah, here we go. 4.5 liter V8 engine swap, all-wheel drive, twin turbo. I attempted to leave this thing rear-wheel drive, but it was just putting out too much power to get grip. Excuse me. Front bumper. I mean, I don't really like the way the Forza Aero looks on this car. Like, it works on some cars, but not all of them. this ain't one. If you want to, though, you could put it on. I personally didn't. Slick race tires, 275mm front tires, 315 in the back. As far as wheels, just do what you want. And what's funny is the wheels I put on are very similar to the stock ones, and I didn't notice that until I was doing the previous take of this video, when the file got corrupted. But anyway, the wheels I went with are in the multi-piece rim style, and they are the HRES 101s. Rim size, just kind of leave them in stock. For the front track width, you want the middle one. And for the rear track width, you want the max one. Race 7-speed transmission, race driveline, race differential. I got the camera rotating every time like I pick a part. Or not a part, but I go from like section to section like this and that. That is not helping right now. It's making me feel even more sick. Race springs, or what? Now I'm reading. That is suspension. Race suspension. Race front anti-rolls. Race rear anti-rolls. No roll cage. Race weight reduction. Moving on to the engine. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes every time I like switch categories. Like, oh, don't look. Anyway, race intake. Race fuel system. Race ignition. Race valves, race cams, race exhaust, stock, or street twin turbo. Just the default one, because going up boots you to S2, and that is a problem. Because like I said earlier, you're going to be very bottom S2. Then sport intercooler and race flywheel. As a matter of fact, I will show you. Look. 918. 918 is the highest you can go. And then it's like, oh, all of these 980s and 990s S2 cars are gonna freaking mop you. So tires, 23 in the front, 21 in the rear. Gearing, 2.20 final drive. The rest, I believe to be stock, but it might not be. I'm pretty sure it is. So if your gearing doesn't match this, pause the video, match it up, and continue watching to get the rest of the tune. Alignment, negative 3.0 in the front, negative 2.0 in the rear. For the toe, positive 1.0 in the front, negative 1.8 in the rear. Front caster angle of 5.6. Anti-roll bars, 25 in the front, 15 in the rear. Springs, I said 6.12, but it's 612.7 in the front, 453.8 in the rear. Ride height of 3.7 on the front, 4.1 in the rear. Damping, 8.3 in the front, 8.8 in the rear. That was for the rebound, and for the bump, it's 3.2 in the front, 3.8 in the rear. Aero, if you gotta leave it stock. Braking, balance is 45% towards the rear, and the pressure is 53. For the differential, the front is 29% acceleration, 22 deceleration. For the rear, it's 70 acceleration, 47 deceleration, with a center balance of 72% towards the rear. And that's the build and tune. Sorry that I wasn't as energetic as normal, but I feel like crap. And which goes to show my dedication to you guys, the audience. And yeah, I'm dedicated to you guys. Not that any of you made it this far in the video, but I'm dedicated to you guys, my audience. Um, now to make myself even more sick, we do donuts, because that's how we end all the videos around here. So we're gonna make the camera go spinny spin right now. Yeah, I do not like that. I do not like that one bit. But we're not done. Alright, that's enough for me. And with all that being said and done, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, and that is all from me today. No. Well, in this video, that is. I still have one more video to record, which is the, I don't know, did I say that earlier this video? The Fast 5 Porsche? Yeah. I'm gonna record that right now, and I'm gonna lay down a bit, and then I'm gonna edit. And then lay back down.